Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Newton rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Check. Mike 5-4, Gun. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey!
Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in, touchdown Sayre. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey,
Off play action. Newton. He'll buy some time right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So that
It's a foot race. He's at the 30.
You ain't got no feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Team. Patriots 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third and long, it's Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mack off the draw play. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third down.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Gun. 56. Check, 56.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Patriots first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Here's Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson on the move to his left. Going for and this is caught. And all the way. DK Metcalf. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Patriots 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
56, right there, 56.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Newton flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that
play. They go play action with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's the option.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Boy, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on third down, Newton. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the quarter blitz.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, But they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it worked.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Patriots 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brought down back.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a give to Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, being chased out left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Made just shy of midfield. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action now. Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Option play, and Wilson's going to run with it. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 28. 31 yards there and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's Taylor. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Muscles him off. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Patriots 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, he sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it. It'll be third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Newton, he's going to let it go again. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Cut. 51's hey, alert. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike, 59.
After the interception, here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A run for Nick Chubb. Pushes him over. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12. And the Seahawks first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle. Third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf.
Wilson.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Number 34.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And now he'll tuck it and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
1st down, Seattle.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.